back on the road, back to where we're going to next. Part dos. That is the place. How do you think we're getting in this fucker?
Right there in that window.
Okay. Here we are hiding behind the wall again. Thoughts?
Cars driving by.
Yes, there are.
Others are clapping for us.
In 1906, most of the steelworkers coming to Gary were not American. People tend to overlook this history of immigrants due to the focus on black and white in the recent history of the city. A bishop in Fort Wayne, Indiana, foresaw the need for a facility to care for the social needs of the foreign-born Catholics, with the purpose of Americanizing Gary's workforce. Father DeVille joined the cause and is quoted as saying,
"Americanization would be a good investment, an insurance not only against atheism, but against communism."
With Father DeVille's near-celebrity status in Gary, he was brought into the project.
"We have shut out the European immigrants and have accepted the uncivilized Mexican immigrant in his place."
Okay.
You can Americanize a man from southeastern and southern Europe, but you can't Americanize a Mexican.
It's hard to imagine why the Mexicans never embraced him. By 1923, the team of Bishop Alerding and Father DeVille raised the $75,000 to begin building the Judge Gary Bishop Alerding Settlement House. It opened next door to Froebel School 9 months later. It had 40 boarding rooms, a bowling alley, billiard tables, an ice cream parlor, pool, a large auditorium/gym, and multiple classrooms. The second-floor clinic had housing for the staff of nurses and doctors from St. Mary Mercy Hospital, as well as the Sisters of the Church and paid settlement workers. Herman Alerding died in a car accident in December 1924. His replacement, Bishop John Knoll, was a bit of a bummer, calling the house an immense burden on the diocese. When Elbert Gary died in 1927, so did the financing for the house. The house was transitioned to a relief station for a few years.
By 1944, it had become a youth center run by Father Sis, an enigmatic leader who connected well with the youth of the time and brought back such luxuries as billiards, bowling, dances, and ice cream. The house became a popular destination for neighborhood kids who affectionately called themselves the GAS House Gang, which stood for Gary Alerding Settlement.
By the late 1960s, it was a no-frills community center and a safe house for asshole gang members taking advantage of religious protection. It closed for good in 1971 and still sits here 46 years after that, falling to pieces, overtaken by nature and, most importantly, time. We got in that window, as you saw, and now we venture into, holy shit, look at that roof.
That's what I'm saying. Let's move.
Yeah, the ceiling right above us looks like it could collapse just like that one.
There's no more.
Wow. Holy shit. That's how we get up, we just climb up. Just climb up that, no big deal.
Church pews, man. I wonder if they cleared out the...
Pews. I mean, this looks awful down here, dude. This is one of the more dangerous looking rooms we've ever been in.
Imagine going up and walking on this.
Well,
This is the church.
isn't that what we have to do? Do we really have a choice around that? Jesus Christ. Yeah, look at all the... Oh, I didn't mean to... No pun intended when I said Jesus Christ just then. Yeah, I mean, some of the stuff I just don't even feel safe walking to.
Bathrooms. To the right, stairs going up, which we're definitely going to be utilizing in a minute.
Oh, God, I stepped on that rug. That's gross. There's a hole.
Maybe like some sort of
Game room?
bingo hall or something.
Right. Yeah, so just a bunch of tables and stuff flipped over with their legs cut off because the legs are worth something and the table is not.
I'm going ahead and just go in the punishment room.
Yeah, no, that's okay.
Yeah, okay. So good. That's the steps.
Yeah, because they're awesome. Nice, sweet carpeting.
Wow. There it is, Joel. There it is.
What is? Huh?
This is it.
Don't have a this is it me. What?
Here it is.
Oh, is this the church then?
The church.
So you was wrong downstairs. That was not the church. What would that have been?
So much warmer up here. This is freaking awesome. Guys, if you're watching, which you will be, this is amazing. This is amazing. I've been wanting to do a church for a while.
Right, I mean, this is... the old backstage. I don't know how you're getting down from there, though.
Yeah, probably just a busted window, too. That chair happened to be placed there.
I could definitely get out there, but... It's weird to think about what we're doing right now. We're just kind of sitting in a church in a building in Gary, just randomly. I mean, not randomly, but we're just sitting here, and it's oddly calming.
It's been sitting this way since 1971.
1971. So we've enjoyed this room quite a bit, but now we move on. Please leave us a comment. Do you think the finger gun was necessary at that exact moment, or do you think it was an unnecessary over finger gunning? Find out the results of your poll in next week's episode. Hey, there's some people right there in front of us. Almost like an old, we should do a Seinfeld bit in one of the booths.
The roof.
Oh, that looks great. That looks awesome, that roof. We got a leak over here.
Back there somewhere.
Yeah, literally every time I have to shit, there's just never, the toilet's always screwed up. Bunch of furniture.
This is the Rate Mattress Liquidators.
Oh, and that's outside? Yeah. Son of a bitch.
This is easy out now.
Yeah, I mean, that couldn't be a more easy in. We went in the hard way. God damn it. Oh, shit. There's somebody there. He's not even paying attention.
Right back to the church. We came right full circle.
Did we?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
This one's real soft.
It's just all the shit on it.
It's all wet. I'm not risking it.
Ooh, I like that mirror there. Child's mirror.
Yeah, I never seen that.
Yeah, that's a lot of wetness. I concur that it is not worth the risk to go into this room. Here we are in this church. You said this was a settlement home, though.
It is a settlement home.
But it also had a church area, obviously, as we were just in the big church. Going up. Oh, shit. Or at least it was quiet over here, discreet.
Yeah, this is rough. I'm definitely going that way.
Oh, that's where the roof's caved in. Good.
So that was where we made our entry, right? Right?
I don't know. Walking in that room, huh?
There's a big old fireplace in here.
Well, in Tony's hasty exit, he skipped an entire room.
Hello?
My fat ass can fit through here again. Yep. Made it work.
This can't be it. It has to be more.
Be careful every step, obviously, here.
Yeah, look right there. Oh, okay.
That's the room. So if we take this hallway, we will die. And then this room is also death. Certain death. That's not outside there. I mean, it is outside on the other side of the brick wall.
Look at that.
Found one of
This
the,
place was full of these.
found one of the chandeliers. But yeah, about 3/4 through this room, the floor is falling. That's where the carpet is in the basement, like I was talking about. That's craziness, dude. Jesus Christ.
4/23/1990.
An old tube TV in there.
I've seen that, yeah.
And we sure let this floor over here. Jesus Christ, trains. Trains and cars.
I'm not gonna go any farther. It goes back too. This is just way too dangerous.
So we're not going through there.
Shall we proceed? Yeah, let's get out of here. This is crazy. This place is too big. We have to be missing something.
There's stuff over here, like beyond this room.
There's stairs.
Stairs to where?
Heaven?
What is that?
Little room. It almost looks like something for kids, man. There's like...
That's always good. That's cool that they left. I mean, I'm sure somebody just put that in there for a picture. Whoa, that goes up somewhere. There's like a ladder in there.
It's not a ladder, it's just a... A ladder going down to something.
Any idea what it is?
No, but I gotta be honest, I'm not interested.
Huh?
I'm not interested. Oh, it's amazing. Whoa, what's this? It's crazy.
What are you climbing up to?
There's nothing you can climb up into. It's just a little baby attic. Positively no smoking up here, really.
Okay. One of these things that, change the color of our flashlights, which I'm easily amused, so. It's a regular floor with regular structural integrity.
It reminds me of the hospital.
This feels like a calm down place, even though I think this place is bigger. The church is badass, but the rest of it's just kind of ho-hum, so to speak. I don't know, I'm liking it. It's been an interesting day of settlement homes. What do you think of this place so far?
I want to find the bowling alley.
There's a bowling alley, huh?
And a pool, too.
And a pool?
And a pool.
You've seen them.
No, it was in the description.
Let's try this way. It's Probably out this way. So we came up, right? Yep.
Oh, this was a classroom.
Yep. Big ass trophy cases or something? Book displays and stuff.
This was like a,
Oh, here's the steps. See, those were no big deal. Come
Yeah.
on.
I didn't notice all the seats, so this was like a small cafeteria or something.
That's what I was saying. It was like the diner in Seinfeld.
I don't see how we cleared this whole place already, but it seems like we have.
Nothing there? What about behind the door?
Oh, yeah, we're call.
Didn't even see it.
Maybe it closed down as a settlement home in the 70s, but it still continued to go because I'm seeing motion sensors with alarm systems. So I know for a fact this didn't get completely closed down in the 70s. And we're finding checks from the 90s in here, so. I mean, it is pretty cool to be here, and, you know, don't get me wrong.
No, it is quite cool. So I don't mean to shine it in your eyes, but I can't see you at all otherwise.
But you know what? They made so much changes. Maybe back in the 20s and 30s there was a pool, maybe there was bowling alleys. and
But
shit.
where would that shit have been?
Any kind of pool is going to be on the ground floor.
Right, so we didn't see any other kind of basement. We didn't go on the other side of the basement over there.
Well, I just cracked a beer. That means let's go.
Oh, you're not walking with me? Thought we were doing that walk down the aisle thing. Oh, fine. Okay. What about over there? We didn't go over there before. Does that go anywhere?
What's going on here? The floor's going right.
Is that just gonna be that big open room with no floor? That we saw when we came in? Yeah, it is, Jib. Don't go over there. I need to get out of this part. Fuck that.
That was it. I gotta be honest, I was a little disappointed. I didn't find the things I wanted to find, but you know, it's all in a day's work. There'll be more places.
There will be more places.
So I hope you enjoyed our settlement home parts 1 and 2. The only 2 that I know of in Gary, Indiana. That's the way out. So how are we getting back up there?
Right, so we just walk up. I think we stand on that desk.
We have this massive concrete brick thing just.
It was right there. Oh, no.
Oh no, that's what's holding the roof up.
Yeah,
That's great.
yeah, that's amazing. I'm just gonna walk out this way. Secondary exit is right up. Okay, never mind. Won't go that way either.
Here, all these years later, Alderman, Alerting, and here's a Mexican pissing in your basement.
Seems he was right to begin with.
You're right, he was right, he was dead on.
As we end another day of adventuring, I just ask of you to subscribe to the channel on YouTube, watch our other Lost to Time videos, follow Tony and I on Facebook, Anthony Madrini and Joel Henderson, comeuppance, after my name. I'm going to leave Tony in this basement now and pay him back for the castle house. If you don't know what I'm talking about, watch that video. Shit. Hold on, I wouldn't quit rolling just yet.
I'm not. I want to see you totally just bite the dust.
What's that?
I said I want to see you bite the dust. Oh, thanks. Here goes my exit. As long as you get out, though, that's all that matters.
I thought that was...
Be careful leaning against that thing with the broken glass.
Shit. Whoop. Okay, I'm out.
This place is cool, but all cool things come to an end, folks. Let's see. In order for me to escape, I must somehow set down my beer. Get me out of these feet prisons.
It's amazing too, like people are so scared of Gary.
Just want to say one thing, that all the documentation we've been doing in Gary, Indiana, my hometown, everybody we've run into all the time, whether it be police or civilians, always have respect. They're courteous.
We've literally not run into a single person
Everybody
with an
wants
attitude.
the same thing. They want to make this place better again.
Yeah.
And let's do it. Let's do something about it. Let's quit talking. Let's be about it.
All these memories in my mind, my mind, my mind, my mind, my mind, my mind. I'm still a secret lemonade drinker.